Greetings, kindergartners. I am coming to you today with a art project for our story, Frederick. What you will need today is you'll need a little tub of water, you will need your watercolors, your white paper, and then you have a gray piece of square paper. I'm going to let you push pause on our video so you can go collect those materials. Okay, so today we're thinking about that story of Frederick and how he used his words to explain the colors that he was seeing. The first thing that we're going to do today with our piece of paper, we are going to add colors. He was using colorful words. You might be hearing some thunder. There's thunder happening outside right now. Remember, I'm going to put water in on my brush, and then I'm going to get the color that I want, and I'm just going to make beautiful blobs of color. I'm going to rinse out my brush. I'm going to go get another color now. And he used lots of colors, not just black or brown. He used lots of colors. That's kind of another way we can say, instead of saying, how are you today? Well, I'm fine. You could use colorful words. Oh, I'm happy. I'm feeling glad today. Those are colorful words. It tells you a little bit more about how you're feeling than fine. If I was to describe the weather right now, I would say that the sky is grumbling. Yeah, grumbling is not a quiet word. It's a colorful word. It's got lots of sound. All right, let's see. I think I want to put a little blue dot up here too. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. Parents, I'm going to show your students how to do something here, and it might make you a little bit nervous, but these are watercolors. We can clean them up. My daughter has been doing watercolors at our house, and something that she likes to do that makes a bit of a mess. You can do this with your parents' permission. She'll put some color on her brush, and then she'll take her finger and she flicks her brush. See that? It kind of sprays it all over. I used red for that one. I'm going to get a different color now. It makes my fingers a little messy, but I can wash those off in the sink. I'm going to do I don't want to do green. Red and green might look a little Christmassy. I don't really want to look, I want it to be like springtime. I haven't used orange. I like orange. So I'm going to get my brush loaded up with orange. And I'm going to flick my finger. You see how I'm flicking? Yeah, it makes a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. So I'm doing my watercolors first. I'm doing that so that I can push my paints away and I can push my water away and I can let this dry. Okay. I forgot to tell you about another material that we need. We're going to need some glue. We'll need you to get your glue stick out also. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make Frederick. We have a gray piece of paper, and from this gray piece of paper you're going to make all of the things you need. I think I'm going to make a rock, and then I'm going to make Frederick. I know. So I'm going to tear my paper. I'm not using my scissors. I'm going to tear my paper. I think that'll be my rock. Remember how they were climbing up and around? I'm going to use that corner, and I'm going to tuck it right in the corner. You might put yours somewhere else. That's the cool thing about art. There's no wrong way to do it. And then I'm going to keep tearing. And I need to make Frederick. I don't know if I like how that's turning out. I'm going to move to another spot. I'm going to tear Frederick this way. Oh yeah. And he's kind of got like a little bump for a body. Right? This will be my Frederick. Or maybe I'll put him this way. I want him to walk towards, it's starting to look like Frederick maybe. I'm gonna tear this little piece off the bottom. There we go. And maybe I'll tear a tail for him. Do you think I should tear a tail for him? I'll tear a little tail off. If you want to use your scissors, you can. Now is it starting to look like a mouse maybe? Okay. I'm going to get out my glue. So my picture's already painted and it's drying. I don't have puddles of water anywhere. It's still wet, but it's doing fine. And I'm going to put glue on my rock. And I will set it in to the corner there. I want it to fit. There we go. Kind of got to work fast before that glue dries, don't you? And then I'm going to go get Frederick. And I'm going to glue him here. I'm putting my Frederick on the bottom of my page. Maybe you want him climbing up the rock. Maybe you have enough paper that you could make another mouse that's up there listening to him talk. Right? He had thought bubbles that were colorful. Okay, now I'm going to put a little dot of glue on his tail. This paper is pretty fragile once you tear it. Okay. Push that down. Yeah. It doesn't look just like the story, but it's starting to look similar to the story. And of course I've got my crayons nearby, and I'm going to, this would be a good time to use a white crayon. You could put white there for his eye. I'm going to make black, a black eye, and then I might use the back of my crayon. I'm going to use the back of my crayon that's kind of got an edge there. I'm going to make some whiskers. Does that make sense? Okay, make some whiskers, maybe a pink nose for my Frederick. I had a mouse in my backyard the other day, and I have to be very scientific with you. An owl ate that mouse. Ooh, scientific. Kindergartners, once you're finished, if you think that maybe, if I could, I might go back and make some more colors down here. You can go do that. But we just wanted to get this drying a little bit. So I think I'm going to go back. I'm wishing I had some more dots. So I can add those dots now. Yeah, maybe more green because it's springtime and everything is green outside. Maybe a little more red. Oh, this red is a lot darker than that red. This one's looking very pink right now, isn't it? I think I'm gonna add some orange too. Yeah, that's the nice thing about artwork. You can go back and think, am I finished or do I need to add details? And I felt like I needed to add details. All right, what do you think, girls and boys?